Ladies of SMZBT, on November the 12th at 9 a.m., join us for a tisket, a tasket. Thank God for you donating to our basket. Please join us and bring a non-perishable item with you for our Thanksgiving basket on November the 12th at 9 a.m. See you there.
Join SMZBT on Sunday, November the 6th at Shiloh Baptist Church for their 129th church anniversary. Services begin at 3 p.m. The church is located at 9000 Fire Tower Road in Windsor, Virginia, where the pastor is Reverend Larry E. Simmons, Sr. Pastor Barber will be the guest preacher. This is a church-wide invitation for all officers and congregation. Transportation will be available, but you must call the church office to reserve your space. Get ready for a great time of praising and preaching. Hope you can attend.
Dwayne, honey.
Yeah.
Dwayne got invited to a sleepover. His buddy Chris. Anyway, he's invited him for a sleepover next Friday, and I told little Dwayne that we would get back with him with an answer. But I thought we would, talk about it, and,
Well, and he ain't going.
Okay, what you mean he ain't going? Can we have a little discussion about it?
Ain't nothing to discuss. Ain't nothing to discuss. He's not going.
Well, I think, as a couple, we should talk about it and make a decision together.
Well, last time I checked, the Bible says that the husband is the head of the wife, and the wife is to submit to him in everything.
Really?
That's what it says.
Well, you have a way of taking things out of context, and that's not all that the Bible says. So, look, my Bible says, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. So you need to respect me.
Well, you left out the part that I read, and I can tell you that's what it says. So I guess we have a dilemma here. So we need to figure out who's in charge.
To find out who's in charge, join us at our next Ministry to Marriage event on Sunday, November 13th, immediately following the 10 a.m. service in the Fellowship Hall. Lunch and daycare will be provided. We will see you there. But I'm right.
I'm right.
No, you're not right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know
I am right.
You are not right.
On Monday, October the 31st, we will be closing out our Fall Revival Family Life Conference with a Fall Family Festival, which begins at 6 p.m. at our Butternut Drive location. At 6 p.m., we will meet in the Fellowship Hall for some refreshments, and at 7 p.m., there will be a special concert in the sanctuary for adults and some great activities in the Fellowship Hall for the youth. After, we will meet in the sanctuary where families will be anointed. Youth will receive a delicious bag of candy. Hope to see your family there. Commitment Sunday is November the 6th. Commitment Sunday begins with a 6 a.m. corporate prayer on Saturday, November the 5th. On Sunday, during both services, the men of SMZBT will be sealing the house. Join us for a great time of celebration as we continue to fight for our families through prayer.
Our house is sealed.
SMZBT is reaching out to our community. On Tuesday, November the 1st, we will be visiting the men at the Newport News RSI, and on Saturday, November the 12th, we will visit the residents at the Norfolk RSI. Then on Saturday, November the 26th at 10:30 a.m., the Orange Blossoms will be ministering to the residents at the Riverside Convalescent Home at 414 Algonquin Drive. We are blessed to be a blessing. On Sunday, November the 13th, the Youth Development Ministry will sponsor a trip to see the stage play, The Addams Family. This play will take place at the W.E. Singleton Center for Performing Arts in Richmond, Virginia at 3 p.m. Our very own Tyler Fauntleroy will play the role of Lucas. Tickets are just $5, which includes the cost to see the play, a light snack, and transportation. The bus will depart immediately after the 10 a.m. service. Please see Barbara Joe or Deacon Carlton Ashby on any Sunday for more information or call the church office. We are now entering our voter activation season, and SMZBT wants to make sure everyone gets to the polls. If you need a ride to the polls to cast your vote on November the 8th, please call the church office by Friday, November the 4th to provide your information. Remember, all votes matter in this election.
By so many measures, our country is stronger and more prosperous than it was 8 years ago. We know the progress we've made, despite the forces of opposition, despite the forces of discrimination, despite the politics of backlash. That doesn't stop with my presidency. We're just getting started. That's why I'm still fired up.
Are you fired up?
That's why I'm still ready to go.
Are you ready to go?
If I hear anybody saying their vote does not matter, then it doesn't matter who we elect. Read up on your history. It matters. We've got to get people to vote. In fact, if you want to give Michelle and me a good send-off, get people registered to vote. If you care about our legacy, realize everything we stand for is at stake. All the progress we've made is at stake in this election. My name may not be on the ballot, but our progress is on the ballot.
Health insurance reform becomes law.
Tolerance is on the ballot. Democracy is on the ballot. Justice is on the ballot. Good schools are on the ballot. Ending mass incarceration, that's on the ballot right now. And there is one candidate who will advance those things. And there is another candidate whose defining principle, the central theme of his candidacy, is opposition to all that we've done. There's no such thing as a vote that doesn't matter. It all matters. And after we have achieved historic turnout in 2008 and 2012, I will consider it a personal insult, an insult to my legacy, if this community lets down its guard and fails to activate itself in this election. You want to give me a good send-off? Go vote!
On election day, will you be voting for Donald Trump?
Ain't no black people voting for you, Donald. Don't you understand that? Lord help him. Lord help him understand. Help him understand, Lord. Help him understand. Help him to Timothy. Help him understand.
For more information concerning any of these announcements, please call the church office at 896-6050 or visit our website at smzbt.org or join us on Facebook and or Twitter. And that's the weekly announcements for the Temple at a glance.